St. Mary Netherton Daily Chronicle, Evening Edition, February 21st, 1926. Good evening, dear listeners. Edmund Pruitt addressing you as the village clock strikes 6 on this Sunday, which has passed with the particular ease of a winter's day that kept its promises from the first hour to the last. The day unfolded beneath the clear skies Mr. Higgins anticipated, the sunshine holding well through the afternoon before the light began its early retreat, the hours settling into what Mrs. Pemberton describes as one of those late February Sundays when the shadows of the churchyard elms stretch halfway across the lane by 3 o'clock, and one notices quite suddenly how much further the light has shifted since the month began, the whole village rearranged by the angle of it. This morning's service drew a full congregation to the church, where the Reverend Holloway's address on renewed attention within the Lenten season was received with the attentive stillness such a subject merits, the dried seed heads and catkins of Mrs. Hammond's arrangement lending a fittingly quiet character for the occasion. The second reading of Banns for young Mr. Willoughby and Miss Olive Allingham proceeded with the same good feeling the first occasion produced. The tea-room's Bakewell tart drew steady Sunday custom throughout the afternoon, the final portions claimed before 4:30. Watson moved from his morning post to the arm of the chair beside the front window as the afternoon trade gathered, his attention lifting at intervals toward each arrival at the door with the measured regard of one who considers Sunday no less deserving of supervision than any other day of the week. Mrs. Barnes's leghorn hen produced its afternoon egg at 20 minutes past 3, maintaining what Dr. Peterson characterizes as a record that has now extended without interruption through the entirety of the month's third week, the bird's accumulated February evidence inviting a more formal consideration of what sustained conditions of good keeping can achieve. Colonel Weatherby, well settled back among us following his return from Thornbury Cross, has shared a brief account of Friday evening's lecture. The gathering at the village hall drew a fine attendance, including several naturalists from neighbouring parishes whose questions extended the discussion some considerable time beyond the advertised hour. The Colonel notes that his daughter and her family were present throughout, and that young Lavenia, attending her first ornithological lecture, conducted herself with what her grandfather describes as remarkable patience for one so newly arrived in the world. A charming scene unfolded this afternoon on the pavement outside the village school, where a number of the younger pupils spent part of their Sunday filling the broad flagstones with coloured chalk in panels of amber, deep blue and leaf green, the whole design acquiring over the afternoon the character of a stained glass window laid flat across the ground. Residents passing along the way found themselves stepping around rather than across it, and the mosaic held its colours well into the early evening, the last of the Sunday light doing it considerable justice. That concludes our evening report. This is Edmund Pruitt bidding you good night from St. Mary Netherton, where Sunday draws to a peaceful close, with a mosaic still bright on the pavement, and the village stepping gently into the Lenten week ahead.